You know, I know y'all like provision, so I can provide. So because I can provide, I can do X, Y, Z, and X, Y, Z. As far as the alpha male provider, which I think, well, I'm a Sigma, right? So, and a Sigma is basically an alpha male that doesn't lead within hierarchy. Like I know that you and a couple of my friends, Rock and even London or wherever it case may be, they thrive off of having teams like a pack. You know what I'm saying? It's like a leader of a pack with the alpha. Me and I would say like Naeem, we're more Sigmas. We're loners. We'll go off the lone wolf and go off and do our own thing because and I feel as though once the alpha and sigmas can work together and it's not that competition.
I mean, I think there's a such thing of being hybrid. I think I'm more of a hybrid.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time on my own implementing things on my own, but I have the ability, because of my basketball background and because I grew up in the streets and had that camaraderie with the boys, that I'm able to run in the pack as well, as long as there's order in that pack. But no, I agree with that.
Yeah, but for me, I'm getting more into the point where I'm noticing that nothing's accomplished alone. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And I'm growing into that point where, because I'm such a connector, that's like my gift, is connecting people, whatever the case may be. So I'm just trying to connect all the other alphas together. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And so we can run and be the 300 Spartans and run shit. But back to what I'm saying about the alpha male provider is, we work our whole life. We've been getting all the options. So by the time the alpha male, he's going to be hated on the most, because he thrives off of the things that that cannot be bought. You understand?
Absolutely.
So once you get to a point, it's like now you have everything. It's like, so if you put a beta male provider in a room with an alpha male provider, the women are going to pick the alpha male provider because that's your Chaz, that's your Tyrones, those are your dudes who figured it out. Those are your guys who had the discipline. They went through all the hard work. They figured it out. And that cherry on the top, you're the perfect cupcake now. You know what I'm saying?
With that money,
versus just a cherry.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, and that's like my thing right now. We a lot of people throw around the term high value men a lot. Yeah. Not understanding that, high value really means nothing about money. It's the work you've done on self to attract the things that you actually want. The other person is constantly chasing behind the woman, chasing behind the money, chasing behind the career. Right. But when you stay locked in on your passion, you actually grab and attract all that to you. And people wonder why it's so hard as an alpha male or a male who has certain type of motives or drive to be with one woman, because, as you said, once you put in that work and you're moving because you are actually, when they say you're him, it's like, no, you really him means that I'm walking in the room, I'm able to change the tone of this room with my energy alone. Yeah. I'm able to sway public opinion based on my strong ability and my ability to stand on my morals and principles in a room where men bend those morals and principles based on what they want.
It's not easy. People think it's easy. Getting women is not easy, bro. It's not easy. It's easy if you complete the best version of yourself. It's easy. But when you go cater,
I don't even think it's easy then. I think it actually that makes it even harder, because every level that I've done a lot of things in my life. I've gotten a lot of accolades through sports, through business, through music, these types of things. But I look at it like it's easy into the actual getting in bed with a woman, but it makes it harder because you don't even know why they're around. It's the extra layer, and that's why I think having that next level you have to have a certain type of discernment, because everything is thrown at you a certain way. That cherry on the top, they look at that as the completion. You the guy that got the house, the car. I mean, we know we done did summers in the drop, we done did summers in the miles. We know what the results of those things bring. Yeah, I'm on the street with nothing on me. I'm having to have a conversation to really draw you in, opposed to I don't say nothing when that thing pull up. You know what I'm saying? We not having the same. We not even having no conversation sometimes.
Yeah.
How many stories have you heard about rappers or singers or
But-
entertainers? I let the car talk for me. 50 even say, I let the car talk for me. I let the watch talk for me. I'm
But
not
that's
having
why I
no-
said it's easy.
But it's easy. But to me, it's
easier
easy
to
to attract.
attract.
But it's harder to keep because you don't even know why you're here. I'm
Right.
paranoid now. I'm paranoid. You gonna send niggas through here to rap. I don't know what the situation is because at the end of the day, all I know is,
I agree
you
with that.
came over here. It landed in my lap so
Right.
beautifully. This shit feel awkward. It's awkward. You know what I'm saying? When a woman say, "Look, I'm going home with you and I'm choosing you, Drago." Like, and you like what? And then the other one say the same thing. And then that is easy, but it's hard. And that makes it to me hard. Like, right?
I mean,
Especially especially if we on the frequency that we on, where we're like, yo, at this point in the game, keep your dick in your pants. You know what I'm saying? Focus on your plans. Focus on your team. Everything that we was talking about last night as we was riding. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Well, I think it's though just like this, right? If I had the right relationship, it is because I'm getting to that age where I want to start a family, right? So I'm doing all of this to be able to start a family and provide for a family and have little mini me's,
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? And I instill discipline and stuff, and you want to have a woman that respects you and stuff. So before her to fully respect you, because as great as we are, we've both dealt with situations where you can have the plan to have this, but if you don't have that provision aspect of things, disrespect and resentment will grow within the woman or whatever the case may be, right? So at the end of the day, that's how they're built. That's just how it is. So at the end of the day, you can either not do that and make yourself the best version of yourself out of scarcity, out of, oh, will she not love me for me? Or you can say, you know what, I know that the only girls that I've actually been with were, for the most part, good women. You understand? So if I have money and stuff like that, I don't believe that will change. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen so many terrible women. I've had conversations with all different types of women. Our vetting process continues to get better and better as we get older and older. So, I believe the assets, they do attract all different types of women. However, but it's up to us, just like it's up to a woman to have the right discernment to don't pick the right baby daddy.
To figure out who's worthy of all those things that you can give and
exactly.
you give the keys to, right?
Yeah. So it's all a vetting thing, and once you have your vetting skills proper, then you're gonna pick the right woman.
How has let me ask you this? How has life changed for you since this Grammy nomination for Chris Brown? In terms of success musically and as far as public perception in women.
Well, I feel as though women have changed over the years, of course, with social media and all of that stuff, right? So, social media could be a blessing and a curse because that same Grammy nomination has helped my social media. I can travel all around the world. I get into the most exclusive parties, most exclusive clubs, events, and everything with this Grammy nomination. So I believe for me, that's been the most beneficial part of it, or whatever the case may be. I can charge more for production, beats, and songwriting and stuff like that with that Grammy nomination. It's just basically it's like a badge, bro. You get a badge and
But every artist's dream is to have a Grammy or a name to be nominated amongst that. Does it feel the same when you actually achieve it?
Well, for me, I have a Grammy nomination for Chris Brown, right? So if I had a Grammy nomination for my own album and I was at the Grammy Awards and I was sitting in the crowd watching my name coming across the nomination screen, I believe that would be more of a significant thing for me. I'm very proud of myself, and other people are proud of me as well, but I hold myself to such a high standard, and I have very big goals for myself. And like, if I wasn't capable of being there and having my name going across a screen and going up there, accepting the award and being able to do that, I would be fulfilled because it's like, okay, I did the height
that's
of
deep.